Hello everybody, it's Heidi with the Weathered Fence Post and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my husband and I, Steve, are resellers in the Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina market, and we go out and we find all kinds of treasures. We really like to look for things that are unique, that are mid-century modern, that are vintage, sometimes a diamond in the rough. And today where we go hunting, that's kind of the hunting style we're doing. Diamond in the rough is a good way to sum it up. But at any rate, welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel. If you like thrifting, shop along videos, if you like haul videos, if you like vintage items, mid-century modern, boho, rustic, unique stuff, artistic stuff, then you're going to want to subscribe to our channel and follow along as we hunt for treasures. On today's video, we are joining, once again, Joanne from Bat Thrift Crazy, because we do all kinds of hunting with her. We're local to the area together, and we just have a blast hunting together. We're going to go to 3 different sales. We're going to go to a churchyard sale. We're going to go to Under the Umbrella, it's called. And we're also going to go back to the Gettin Place. This is a place that Steve and I went to on our way down to Florida, and I had such a great time looking for treasures there. This is the back. It tells you where they're located in Irwin, North Carolina. Anyway, I had such a great time looking for treasures there. I hauled Joanne down there and we spent several hours and came back with a lot of cool things. So let's get started. Let's go to that churchyard sale. That's our first stop. Let's go have some fun. Good morning, treasure hunters. We are at the, I believe it's the Good Shepherd United Church of Christ. And look at this. I like this when they have a sign like this out here for us. What's this guy? 25 cents.
Oh, it's pretty.
It's cute. Face. Yeah, I don't know if it's vintage or not, but I like the color of it. Look at this. This is only $1.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. What's this guy? Oh, this has a bubble in the bottom. I like the vase. I don't really care for the
brownery?
Yeah.
They call it greenery.
Yeah, but what yeah, that's right. It's brownery. What I need to be paying attention to is any watermarks, but that controlled bubble down there, I like that.
The colors on that.
Oh, that's pretty. That's gorgeous. Hey, say hi, Joanne.
Oh, hi, Joanne.
Ooh, that is $2.
Yeah, I thought the colors on that.
Yes, that's great. Just found this. I like this a lot. I know somebody that might really like that. I think I'm going to have to grab that. What's down here? 6 coasters. Got the box. Let's see what the date is on those. Can we read it? 2005. Those are in nice condition. I think I'll grab those. That's pretty. I might get that for my garden. I made a little tile garden. Oh, this is North Carolina. There's the Secretariat. These are kind of nice. And there's a set here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay, this is nice. Made in the Republic of China. That's a nice set too. With the marble. It would go nice with that marble cutting board that we have. Pretty bowl. $4 for the box. Are these pure one? This is a cute little cracker. think I'll get that. That looks like it's in good condition. Little cracker tray. Seeing this. It's got some feathers or something all over it. I can get that off. I don't think there's any damage. These are a little rough, but you can trim those to freshen it up.
You work at breakfast a lot.
But I like the look.
What days a week? Yeah, I can go to work. I'm up here
So I like this and this so far on the linens table. I'm going to try to be very careful today about what I'm picking up. I got a house full of stuff. I got to get into the booths. I know it'll sell. I just got to get it in there. Oh, that's a little too wonky. I think we'll pass on that guy. Pretty. Looks like it was $10 new. The scent is still working on it, believe it or not. I am such a sucker for the brown drip glaze stuff, but it just doesn't sell for some reason, but I love it. I love the look of it. Look at those salt and pepper shakers. They're awesome. Okay, looking at the toys. This is school bus. It says Japan on it. 1980. I'll grab that. That's a nice little piece right there. Made in England. I like the color on that. That goes with this. That's a Mattel, it's a Hot Wheels, 1979. Look at this great set of vintage speakers. Awesome. $8 for the set. They're Pioneers. This is really cool. Piece of glass. I might
The battery's good. It just needs to jump right now because
get that for my garden. I could put that on a stake. I think that's really cute, and I think that would look great in my garden. I can do something with that. I love it. Reminds me of Dr. Seuss. One of the first pieces that we picked up there, actually Joanne picked it up because she knows I love pottery, was this really pretty pottery, like canister, I would say, more than a vase or maybe a utensil holder. And look, it was only $2. Gorgeous piece. Looks like it's been hand turned. I think there might be a little signature on there somewhere, but hard to read, but great piece. I love the color on it. It's got the pink, it's got some drip glaze. It's just really beautiful. I did grab this little piece. It does, you can't smell it, but it does smell like pine. It has a really nice pine smell to it. I think that might be like a little chickadee on there. I'm going to keep this piece for myself because I just love the smell of pine. Picked up this great cardinal trivet. Has all of its little feet. It's a nice heavy duty piece. Anybody that loves cardinals or decorates their kitchen with the red decor will really like this piece. Grabbed a few linens there. This is a nice table runner. Very artistic. It's got the birds on it. It's got all kinds of colors. I love this tapestry. And one of the things I showed in the video that the little tassels are a little bit ratty on it, but that's not a big problem. What you do is you just trim those up and it kind of freshens them up because there's nothing else wrong with this tapestry piece. And it's a great boho piece for anybody that decorates in that style. And now that the weather's starting to turn nice, a lot of people look for outdoor tablecloths to put on their round tables outside, and this is a beautiful piece. I love the green color. It's got all kinds of ferns and leaves on it and flowers. Just a really neutral piece that just about anybody could enjoy. So yeah, I definitely grabbed that. Also picked up this little baby blanket. I don't know if you can see the little bears on it. I think they're adorable. It looks like it's maybe the Three Bears, I don't know. But it does have some initials on it. I don't know if that's going to be an issue because this is a vintage piece. I just think the little bears are really adorable on this. Grabbed this great big encyclopedia of organic gardening. Now I thought this would be great on a shelf for somebody to use, or a lot of us are gardening now, growing our own food, and I thought this would be a great resource for somebody. Somebody tried to sell this book for $22.50. I've got the pencil writing in there. It's from June of 1969. Hold still there. There it is. But it's in really good condition still, and just jam-packed, full of, even goes over like insect control, all kinds of stuff in this book. I might want to keep it for myself. I don't know. I did pick up this vintage cracker boat, this wooden cracker boat, and right now I have all these little toys in there, all these vintage Mattel and Hot Wheel cars or trucks. They're mostly trucks. There was, in the toy section of that sale, there was this little container that had marbles in it, and it's got some big ones in there. I can't wait to get into this and take a look. And you know what? I had to check to see if any of these glow. This was something else that I picked up. This was a school bus, and now when Steve was looking at it, he noticed that it said Buddy L on it right there. And he said he's pretty sure that when we used to watch American Pickers all the time, that, and it's from 1980 by the way, that Frank used to say Buddy L was a good toy to watch out for. So this might be, I'll have to do a little research on this one. Now the only part that I think is metal on it, this might be metal. Yeah, I think the body is metal, but the undercarriage is plastic and the wheels are plastic. But we'll take a little closer look at this one, see what its value is. I'm a truck girl, so I grabbed the truck. Okay, I think that was everything that we picked up at the church yard sale on my end. You'll have to go over to Joanne's channel, Bat Thrift Crazy, to see what she got. She got a really cool table there at that sale, and we arrived a couple hours later than when they opened, so there was still plenty of things to be had. Next thing we did is we started heading down to Irwin to get to the Gettin Place, because that's where I really wanted to spend some time hunting and digging. And along the way, we drove past a thrift store and did some really heavy rubbernecking and said, "Is that a thrift store? Let's stop there." So we turned around and we went back. Let's see what we got there. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to show you this piece that I got from the yard sale, the church yard sale. This is actually one of my favorite pieces from thrifting that day. And it was down in a box with like some tools and things. I think I captured that on the video, but it kind of reminds me, I think it's called Cholula glass. It really reminds me of that, or Dr. Seuss. But what I plan to do with this, I'm keeping this piece. I love glass artwork. And I am going to stick a rod in the ground, and I'm going to put this out in my garden. I think this is just going to be beautiful out there. Just love it. And I also picked up this glass flower. Now I had some of these in the booth for a long time and nobody purchased them. So I finally decided, you know what, I'm just going to put them out in my garden. And I have a garden outside that I use a lot of glass stones in and rocks. It's more of that type of garden. And so I decided I have two of these already out there, and now I have a third one to stick in the ground. Okay, that thrift store that we rubbernecked for and turned around to is called Under the Umbrella, and this is their mission. And it says that they are a thrift shop. It's a nonprofit organization that advocates awareness for disability. All disabilities fall under the umbrella because every individual is unique. We are focused on educating the value, inclusion, and acceptance of all who have disabilities. Disabilities is an umbrella term covering impairments, activity limitations, and participation restrictions. It can include anything from mental dyslexia to autism, Asperger's, physical handicaps such as blindness, deafness, or paralysis. These disabilities affect both the individual and their family. And so they are located at 7390 North Carolina 55 Highway in Willow Springs, North Carolina, really just outside of Anger. So if you live over in that area, this is a great place to stop in and see what they have and bring awareness and help out with their mission. Okay, we're on our way to Irwin to the Gettin Place, and we just saw this. We're close to Anger, It's called Under the Umbrella Thrift Shop, so we thought we'd go in here and check it out. I like the skirt in the window. I think that's pretty cool. Look at this great stereo. This is awesome. This is pretty awesome. I love it. Look at these awesome dragons. I love it. That is so cool. I just saw this. This is pretty. Okay, let's see. I think this is... Yes, it's for a candle. That's pretty cool. I like the look of that. I think we'll get that. That's a pretty punch bowl. I like this. This is pretty. It's medium. Made in Hong Kong. It's really pretty set. I picked up 3 items. The first thing I picked up is this funky skirt. It looks like it's from the 70s. And yes, I am probably going to be wearing this summer. It was in the window. I just thought it just reminded me of the 70s, and it is like a polyester material. It's got this little tie that goes around it. It's got pockets, and I'll have fun styling that this summer. I also picked up this like stone cream colored, it's got some browns in it, necklace. And it's a nice length, and I'm going to be keeping that for myself. So they're nautical shaped shell candle holder. I just really like that, and I can't imagine how pretty this is going to be lit up at night when you put the candle down in there and all the light comes through all those holes. That was it at Under the Umbrella, and then we headed on down to Irwin to find the Gettin Place. And I'm telling you, it was hard for us because there were a lot of yard sales along the way. I think we saw 2 different like fairs going on, and we didn't stop. We stayed focused, and we went to that thrift store and spent probably, I don't even know, maybe 2.5 to 3 hours in there just digging, going through every nook and cranny that we could and pulling out what we thought were some of the diamonds in the rough. That's what I was trying to say, the diamonds in the rough. So let's go there, let's have some fun digging, and then we'll come back and take a look at what I found. I decided to come right back here because I have a set of glasses. If I can get to it here, hold on. I have a set of, I did, because I have a set of glasses that will go with this picture. I really want this picture back here. If I can get it out safely. Take a look at it. This picture right here. I have some glasses that are really close to this that I think we could put together. It might be a marriage. Make sure there's no cracks on it, but we'll take a look at that. Look at this sunbeam. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. I love it. That is so cool. I actually kind of like that that's plain. Look at this, this is still here. Kind of regretted not getting this last time. Not sure. I'll have to think about it and make a decision this time. It's down here. Just gonna really do some digging this time, see what we can find. This is pretty. Ooh, this is interesting. It's got like a double boiler. What does that say? Teaware. I think that says teaware. There's those neck rings. Oh my gosh, look at this with the etching with the mouse and the cheese. That's cute. Those are pretty. Oh, look at this. I think I just sold one identical to this. Nice set of glasses there. That's a nice picture. I think this is an ice chopper. Daisy TM. And now, does that stand up like that? It does stand up. Okay. So yeah, that's a nice chopper. You put your ice in there and you would chop it and it would come out in here. It's kind of interesting. I have a feeling it would mount to the wall somehow. It's kind of got an atomic look to it. Let's see, made by Daisy Corporation in St. Louis, Missouri. Alright, we got some trays down in here. It's got some rustic goodness to it. I like this one though, right here. Looks like it might be a little bent though. It's really pretty, but this was like a actually TV tray. That tray is really pretty. It's just that it's very wonky, so I can't do that. I have to mess with trying to get it to be unbent. There's this tray too. I'm digging in the depths today because I didn't get to really dig deep last time. So I definitely wanted to dig this time a little more. This is the bottom of a hen on a nest. This is really pretty. It's footed. It's got handles. It's kind of pretty. I put my gloves on because my hands were getting dusty, but just came across this lady. I was interested in the frame, but then I turned it over, and it is made in Italy, and these actually do okay. I think she's pretty. I think she's going to go in the cart. So far I've just got 3 items in here. Let's see how I do today coming out of here. I saw this set back in here. Let me get back down in here. This set is pretty cool. I'm still debating on this guy. I'm going to talk to Joanne about it, get her opinion. But this set, way back in here, is what I'm trying to get to. Let's move some things without breaking anything. Bring this out so you can take a look at it. Now this is unique. This would be kind of a risk. I would really, well, I probably wouldn't get it. It's got a chip. Yeah, I wouldn't get it, but I just really wanted to show it to you. It really is pretty. It's all hand painted. Takahashi, San Francisco, Japan. All the little cups are a little bit different, and then this is the plate. Just thought it was so pretty. I could just see that being used at a summer, you know, backyard barbecue. Just very summery, very pretty. Darn, it's got a chip. Otherwise, I might have picked that up just for a unique piece. Okay, I just came across this stapler. I like the look of it. Let's see. Ace Fastener Company, Chicago, Illinois. Made in the USA. We do put staplers in our booth. This is called an Ace liner. I think that tape is just on there. I don't think that's holding anything in place, so I think I might get this. Okay, I just gotta show you this guy. I think he's adorable, but it's so dirty. I can't do anything with it. Looks like it might be missing something, but this is definitely like a vintage elf. I don't know. Should I get this? Alright, I have a couple things I'm gonna have to ask Joanne's opinion on. See what she thinks, but I think he's cute. He's very dirty, that's the problem. But so vintage, so I'll ask. I really wanted to look at this piece here. I looked at this in the video last time and thought, why didn't I grab that? It's gorgeous. It has 35 on it. Yeah, probably. I mean, I know he would. That's really pretty. He'd probably wheel and deal with me. Is there something back there that I'm not seeing? It's like a shell. What is this? What's this piece right here? Is this a vase? An Art Deco vase? That's really pretty. No markings. I really like it though. That's gorgeous. I don't see any chips or anything. I think that's a yes. Let's set you down in the cart. So here is the cart so far. I picked up this piece. It's going to clean up well, I think. It's got some crazing, which is okay, but I love the peacock. You saw the Italian piece. There's a little round cricket box. Thought that was good. Here's a glass bank that I passed on last time that I kind of wished I had picked up because it has its marketing. It's Pittsburgh Paints. So I grabbed that. This is the piece I wish I had picked up last time. So that's where we're at right now. So how many pieces do I have in here so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 11 pieces right now. Let's see if we can get that in there safely somewhere. So found this little set of candle holders. There's one. Here's the other one. They're awesome. I love them. I love the look of those. Those are cool. I've already filled up one cart. It's up front, and then I've got this set of candle holders too. And let's see, these. Not sure about this as a lane box. It does look like it has some schmudge on it, so I'm not 100% on that, but I'll ask. We'll take a closer look at everything and make decisions before we check out. Kind of in the tool aisle. Found those candle holders in the tool aisle. That's kind of interesting. I can't read it. Made in Canada. Interesting shaped water. I don't know if it's for watering or for oil. Looks like it would have had some type of top. What are these? I just don't know what half this stuff is. The very first thing I beelined it for, because I had been there before and he had a bunch of colored glass, and I saw in my previous video this piece in there. And I went right back there for it. I had a feeling it would be still there. It's in great condition. Needs a little cleaning, but I love the look of this piece. It's gorgeous. But the reason I went for it is because I have these glasses that I've been trying to find a picture to go with it. Now, they are not this, as you can see, this is going to be a marriage. They are not the same exact pattern. So this will be a marriage, but I really do think these little, I have a set of 6 of these. I think these little amber glasses will sell better if there's an amber, vintage amber picture to go with it. We'll see what happens. It'll be an experiment. I'll let you know how it goes. Now, I showed some of these things in the video already, but this was there. I saw this there before, and this is a Pittsburgh Paints glass bank. And the only way you get into it is you would actually break this thing. It tells you had to break it to get into it. I passed it up last time, and I kind of wished I had not, because advertising pieces do sell, so I thought I'll give this a try. This piece I picked out, and I offered it to Joanne first. She decided to pass on it. I thought it was really pretty. I love all the crazing in it, and I just love the peacock with the flowers. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I believe it says Japan on the back. Yeah, it does. It says Japan. It's a beautiful plate. A little trinket dish with the gold trim on it. Picked up a cricket box. I usually pick these up. They do sell. They don't sell for a lot of money, but they usually do find new homes. And I thought this was a really unique one because it was round. Usually the ones that I find are more like a oval shape or square shape. And I thought this was really cool because it was round. Gotta do some cleaning on this one. Everything was pretty, as you can see, everything is pretty dusty there. I did wear my gloves. Only because your hands just get very, very dusty there. But the stuff is really good. If you can find something that doesn't have any chips, you really can find some cool vintage things there. And I love this footed nut bowl. I do have the utensils for it. It's painted. It's got the little acorns on there. I think it's great. Once this cleans up, it's going to be really pretty. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think they call this like Florentine pictures, I believe is what they call it. Someone has the lady in there upside down. It's supposed to go this direction because here's the hanger. But it says, made in Italy. And I've had these before. I'll take the tape off and I'll move it around and clean it. But I've had these before in the booth, and they usually do really well. There was a blank frame there, and I kind of wish I had picked that up too, because I probably could have put something in there. I just think that's so pretty. That frame is just gorgeous. I kind of hemmed and hawed a little bit on this, and that's the one good thing about going thrifting with another person, especially somebody who might be a little bit different a thrifter than you. And I would say, now Joanne, correct me if I'm wrong, I would say Joanne's maybe a little more conservative in her choices. And when I say conservative, I don't mean like that they're conservative choices, that she's just is careful and really looks over everything she buys and really thinks about, you know, what she's going to do with that piece. Where I will tend to, wow, that's beautiful, I love it, it's a great price, and I just come home with like gobs and gobs of stuff. And they always find homes. Sometimes I do have overstock, and we have a yard sale every year to get rid of that. But I think the two of us together kind of balance each other out. I might challenge her to buy a little bit more than she's used to, and she might help me rein it in a little bit. But at any rate, on this piece here, I went to her and said, well, what do you think? Because I don't think it's vintage. It looks like it could even be a hobbyist piece. I don't know. She just said it was beautiful and it probably was definitely going to be a good purchase. So I went ahead with it. I think those are irises, I believe. But this is a really pretty vase. Really gorgeous. Kind of almost like Art Deco. I love these pieces. These are right up my alley. I love the design. They've got a great 1970s look. They are Homeco pieces. And they've got like that basket look to them. The design is cool. It's like a teardrop. I think somebody's just going to really love adding these to their vintage decor. I picked up these two vintage Lufkin extendable extension. They're foldable rulers. They're in good condition. I was hoping maybe there might be a brand besides Lufkin on there, like maybe advertising on there, but they're in really good condition. I always grab these whenever I see them, and they always find new homes. Okay, so this is one of those buys that I just don't know. It's a mailbox. I like the shape of it. It's black. It's not really rusty crusty. It's kind of new. It needs some cleaning. Somebody could actually use this piece, but I also thought it would really be nice for decorating too. You know, you could open it up and stick flowers coming out of it, candles coming out of it. You could put those rulers in it. So there's all kinds of things that this can be used for. And I just thought it was a nice size for sitting up on a shelf, or somebody can actually use it. Another vintage Homeco piece. This is one of Steve's favorites, and the reason, because he makes the coffee bars, and so he thought this would be a great decor piece on one of his coffee bars. This piece is one of my favorite pieces. It's a brass trinket box. I love the antelope on there. It says that it's made in Thailand. That's the interior of it. This is what it looks like from the side. I just really love it. I think this is like cloisonné is how you pronounce it. Just a really beautiful piece. We are closing in on the end here. Now this, I don't usually pick up a lot of teapots. They do not move very quickly, but there are people that do collect teapots. So if I find one that's really cool and really unique, I might go ahead and take a risk on it. This is one, Joanne was going back and forth on it. She said she was going to pass, and so I said I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. I really love all the flower, you know, the work on it. There are, so far from what I can see, there are no chips anywhere on this piece. The spout is this flower, and there's the lid, and you've got the, I guess the vine is the handle. But I thought that was really unique teapot. So let's see how it does. Let's take a chance on it. I absolutely fell in love with this chicken. I think he's adorable with his big old feet. It is a Japan piece. I love this chicken. He does have, you know, some color loss. You know, he's an older piece. I don't see any chips. I just see color loss. And usually it's the red that you lose. You know, something you have to do when you're cleaning these, you have to be very, very careful with them because that paint will come right off. But we're going to go ahead and put him in the booth. I'm sure he's going to find a new home. I liked the look of this stapler. I do have staplers that do sell in the booth. I just think this has a really cool look to it. It's called an Ace Liner. It's the Ace Fastener Company out of Chicago, Illinois. I have not cleaned it up yet. I did press it and some staples came out and they worked properly. I do see some tape here, and I don't know if it's holding this little metal piece in place or not. And I'll have to take that tape off and see what's underneath there, see if there's something that's supposed to be stored in there, or if that's just a metal piece and maybe it just needs to be glued down. But I think it's so cool. It's got a great look. And the last piece from the Gettin Place that I'm going to show you, because I think that's everything. I probably have forgotten something, but is this beautiful plane. This is gorgeous. It has this gorgeous handle right here. It's called the Great Neck, and I just love that handle in the back. So it has a lot going for it. It's in good condition. It's not real rusty. This is going to be a great shelf sitter for somebody. Somebody's going to absolutely love having this piece in their decor. Can't wait to put this in the booth. Hey, that is it for our thrifting last weekend. Now, this coming Saturday, Antiques at Gresham Lake, and I'll put this up right here, is holding their spring flea market. And you can see the time, and there's a possibility maybe of some scattered showers, but that doesn't stop them. They still hold it, I believe, rain or shine. So I was actually working on, over the weekend, some cute little things to put in the booth, to add to the booth. And what I did with this was, all these beads right here, the darker brown colored ones, these actually came from, this is a reuse thing. These actually came from, you know, the beaded like seats that you can put in your car that you can sit on? They're like a mat that you put in your seat. I bought one of these at a yard sale one time, really cheap, like $5. I can't tell you the amount of beads that I got out of that. So I took it and I made some little bead decor with it. And there's some really pretty designs on these. And these are vintage. These extra beads on here, these are all vintage. So I've got a couple of those. Like these, look at these. These have like little flowers on them. And those are vintage macrame beads on the end. And then it was like one of those multicolored ones. It had the brown, dark brown ones too. And this is the end of this one that I created. I had a fun time. It was relaxing. And I just strung these. These are old vintage macrame beads. Look at the flowers. The flower design on those with a little blue bead. And then these beads here did not come off that. I think I grabbed these out of the bins. But again, just some vintage macrame beads on the end. And then look at mushrooms. So cute. Anyway, I had a good time relaxing on Sunday creating these, and we'll be putting these up in the booth. So that's it. Have a great week. I hope you enjoyed the haul. I hope you enjoyed hunting with us. And we'll see you on the next episode of Let's Go Find Some Treasures.